I am conscious it's 9 o'clock.
Sorry, one aspect that we suggest that the custodian, the trustee, is not related at all to that.
The question's whether I would suggest that the custodian's not related. No. Obviously, you've heard from Fiona, the bank might require it, but my only issue is around making sure they have different legal personalities. So I'll be hanging around for a while. For any further questions, I'll be very happy to chat to you, and I'll just hand back Christopher shortly.
Thank you, Julian. I just wanted to say, ladies and gentlemen, a few things about the Cleardocs documents. Our SMSF deed was updated to allow for instalment warrant borrowing in January 2008. We then had a lot of reviews as the document was reviewed by the banks. We got a lot of comments from the banks, and in May 2009 we updated our SMSF deed to reflect all these comments from the banks, and since then they've been sailing straight through. It's been much simpler for everybody, so it's a beautiful thing. It's very easy if your fund's got a Cleardocs deed. It's very easy to check which version of the deed the fund has. When you look on the Cleardocs website and there's the list of the deeds there for every SMSF and for every SMSF update, just beside it there's a little button and it says version X of Y, and you can click on that button and you can go through and it says this fund has this deed, it includes these things, it does not include those things. So it's very easy to check whether the deed for the relevant fund allows SMSF borrowing. If the fund has a deed that does not allow SMSF borrowing, then you can use the Cleardocs SMSF update product. It's $99, takes about 20 minutes to update to a Cleardocs deed or to update to the latest version of the Cleardocs deed that allows SMSF borrowing. The last thing I wanted to say is about our custodian trust. It's, as Julian said, and there's this question here, it's slightly different to a bare trust. That's why we call it a custodian trust, but a lot of people are talking about them as bare trusts. Ours has been reviewed by a lot of the banks now. On the interface, we specifically ask, is the lender in this situation NAB? And we ask, is it ANZ? And if it is, in each of those situations, we put a particular clause in, or some words in a particular clause that each of the banks have asked us to, or they haven't asked us to put in, but they've said that they won't approve the deed when your client gets there, unless it does have those bits in. So we've built that into our interface. We haven't done it for St George because the ones that we've done for St George have been accepted as they were and sailed straight through. It's funny that the lawyers at ANZ are requiring a different change to the lawyers at NAB. It's a curious thing. So it goes. That's all I wanted to say, other than that this presentation will be filmed on the website. If you're looking at it on the website, you already know that, I guess. That's in the future, not now. So if you want to see it again, you can. If you want to tell your friends about it, that'd be great. We've also just started blogging in the last week or so, and the first few topics have been about instalment warrants. If you have any other questions or thoughts or insights, we'd be very pleased to see them on our blog and for them to be shared within what we're starting to think of as the Cleardocs community. That's it from me, ladies and gentlemen, other than to say thank you very, very much to Julian Smith from Maddocks and to Fiona Da Silva from St George. And if you've got any questions about it, I encourage you to speak to Fiona at the bank. Yesterday in Sydney we had NAB speaking, a guy called Wayne Scott. You might like to contact him. He's in New South Wales. One of our customers rang on the helpline the other day and said that dealing with the banks about instalment warrants is like being trapped in a vortex. You might find if you go to St George and ask for Fiona, you go to NAB and you ask for Wayne, you might skip the vortex bit. Good luck with it all. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you.